so many people are stuck in similar situations where they have horrible IRL lives. That's a life of abuse. 100% it is. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. I've done a few videos talking about how I'm not the biggest fan of Niji Sanji. So today let's change the gears up a little bit. Let's talk about Hololive. Hololive is the ones that we're talking about today. They tend to pay their talent better than Niji Sanji from the leaks that I've seen. But is it really better, or is the grass on the other side really greener? We're going to find out one person's story, and trigger warning, we will be talking about self-harm. I'd appreciate if you didn't get me banned on Twitch for this, but well, we're talking about somebody's serious issues regarding what happened with Hololive. 11-minute video. Well, let's see where it goes.
Disclaimer, this video will be covering topics around suicide, depression, and child abuse. If these topics are triggering...
Oh, fuck. Child abuse is part of it, too? Is there drama that doesn't involve that? For fuck's sake.
For you, I highly suggest you skip this video. Thank you. It was 2020, and a typical autumn day in Japan. A young woman stares from the view of the 7th floor of her apartment building. Then in one swift motion, she jumps off her balcony in the hopes of ending her life. What was racing through her mind as the ground was quickly approaching? Was it a feeling of relief that in death, she no longer needs to deal with the burdens of this world? Or was it a feeling of bitter regret, one that is a weeping and gnashing of teeth? This is the tragic story of the ex-Hololive talent named Mano Aloy.
I have not heard of Mano Aloy before this. And yeah, feel free to pop out of chat right now and just not watch this video if this is extremely troubling to you. Because it is troubling to me, but I honestly find it, it's important to discuss the mental states behind this kind of stuff. That's what I think, anyways.
A gifted talent expected to take over the VTuber world, but within the same month of debut, she suddenly graduated. But before we get too deep into her story, let's take everyone back to August of 2020. This was a time when a VTuber agency named Hololive was dominating the scene. From Miko's iconic N-word drop during a GTA stream to...
I didn't know somebody dropped that. Interesting. Oh, we talking about her. Didn't realize this happened. Heard of Aloe once, and it was pretty worrying. Yeah, I've actually been recommended this video specifically to react
to Fubuki's Scatman meme. Hololive was the talk of the town during the 2020 lockdown. Then much to everyone's...
Wait, the Miko N-word thing was also an entire discourse? Yeah, I would not be surprised about that.
Excitement, on August 5th, 2020, 5 new members were announced and declared the 5th generation of Hololive JP. Soon they were given the nickname Holo5, not only to indicate their 5th generation status, but pointing to the fact that there's also 5 members part of this generation. Fast forward to August 15th, 2020, the actual debut of Holo5, many people were captivated by the headstrong succubus in training named Mano Aloy. Her singing quickly captured the viewer's attention, and till this day, people still remember her iconic stream closer with the cover of Happy Synthesizer. This was her way of gesturing that she wanted to become an idol one day, on the big stage, singing for thousands. And this was the perfect position for Aloy to be in. She personally wanted to sing as a passion, and she also had the burning desire to retire her sick mother. Being part of Hololive, the stage was completely set for her.
Oh, I agree. Her design was really, really nice. But what really happened here? Well, we're trying to find out, isn't it?
That wasn't until just 2 days after her debut, this new Hololive talent dropped a video titled Important Announcement. It was revealed that Aloy breached her TNC with Cover Corp.
Wait, what?
まずはじめに大変申し訳ありませんでした。ライブ 2D の件は事実であり、
The Live 2D leak? Doing test stream on
ツイキャスでテスト配信をした後、削除せず漏れてしまったことが原因。
Oh, she didn't delete a test stream.
原因です。
In response to this, Cover gave Aloy a 2-week suspension.
Wait. Okay, now I'm actually really confused.
ライブ 2D の件は事実であり、
Er,
ツイキャスでテスト配信をした後、削除せず、漏れてしまったことが原因です。
In response to this, Cover gave Aloy a
Oh, so people ruined her debut? Well, it sounded like her debut went off without a hitch.
to be in.
Or
She
went
personally
off
wanted to
really,
sing as a
really
passion,
well.
and she also had the burning desire to retire her sick mother.
Went
Being
back
part of
too far
Hololive,
back.
the stage was completely set for her. That wasn't until just 2 days after her debut, this new Hololive talent dropped a video titled Important Announcement. It was revealed that
Okay, so this is literally private. It's had 3 views, and that got leaked. A test stream caused her... A test stream she didn't delete caused her to get 2 weeks suspended 2 days after debut.
Aloy breached her TNC with Cover Corp.
まずはじめに大変申し訳ありませんでした。ライブ 2D の件は事実であり、ツイキャスでテスト配信をした後、削除せず、漏れてしまったことが原因です。
In response to this, Cover gave Aloy a
We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience caused by our company's talent. We apologize for the concern and inconvenience caused to our fans, but we will continue to do self-reflection. Wait, what is the actual bad shit in the test stream though? Is it just because it was a test stream? She was like, peas and carrots, is my sound audio working correctly kind of thing? And then that got leaked, and then she got suspended for it? Because, like, right now, I don't know actually what was said in that test stream. It's just that it was leaked, and she feels bad about it. That's what I want to know.
a 2-week suspension, and honestly, as many VTuber fans know, all
It was basically a leak of her model working. How is that? Okay, yeah, leaking the model before that is bad. She should have deleted that for sure. Like a 2-week suspension for that? Really? Right after debut? That's it kind of feels like coming down hard on new talent. So she did test stream towards her model and possibly other things, which someone obviously then took and leaked it online. Yeah, apparently there was like 3 people that saw it. The private stream, but it's her fault for not deleting it. But the corp took that as a violation towards her and not anyone else. They could have sued her or graduated her. They put her on 2-week suspension, which is better than just graduating her right after debut, but it's still, oh my god, a suspension for a leak. Basically punish her for no reason aside from doing a test stream. Yeah, like if it was private, she should know who the 3 people who saw that were and figure out who actually leaked it. It should be pretty easy for them to figure out who actually leaked it instead of just outright completely blaming Aloe.
hell broke loose. I won't get into specifics because there's plenty of videos out there thoroughly covering this situation, but things got out of hand to the point Aloy was getting severely doxxed.
これも少し私の方からのお願いなのですが、特定があまりにも進んでしまって、現在家の固定電話に電話がかかってきたり。
Think of it like doing stuff in school, people copying your work, and then you get punished for it, which makes no sense at all. In that example, there is the possibility of if you let somebody copy your work, you should be punished for it. But like if 2 people are taking a test and one person looks over to copy answers, both of you should not be punished for that.
まだ数は少ないですが、 そういう被害が出ています。
This new talent shocked the whole VTuber world by announcing her official
She
graduation from Hololive on August 30th, 2020. While antis were rejoicing and the rest of the Gen 5 capitalizing off the 2020 VTuber boom, the talent behind Mano Aloy was left with nothing. This is where her true battle began. Post-Hololive, Aloy's new identity was Delutaya, now an indie VTuber who primarily focuses on singing. But at this point, she really lost all will and motivation. Mind you, her family
understandably, she lost all will and motivation. Holy shit.
situation at this time was absolute shit.
DV とかそうそうだからもうね兄弟揃ってやっぱなっちゃったね。そうそう親の問題だから。
Because her father abused her as a child, she spent each day in complete terror. He would explode in anger at the smallest of things and constantly throw things at her. This ultimately manifested into a really sad situation where Delu would escape her father screaming by sleeping in her soundproof recording booth, or would eat dinner alone really late at night after her father goes to sleep. Her family situation was so bad, it even forced her to drop out of high school. The situation gets more complicated because even if she wanted to run away, she couldn't because her mom also was dealing with an incurable disease and she just couldn't leave her behind. Furthermore, her trash father didn't do any housework and didn't even have the decency to look after her sick mother. Thus, Delutaya had to stay put in this shitty situation. Because everything was so painful for her in real life, she would find solace in the internet. But as we learned in August 2020, now even the internet wasn't a safe place for Delu either.
Jesus fucking Christ. Like, so many people are stuck in similar situations where they have horrible IRL lives. That's a life of abuse. 100% it is. Like, the only places that people can really, feel social connection after that are online. And then when, holy shit, she is becoming far more understandable the more I watch this.
Even worse, with having limited job options being a high school dropout, Delutaya felt losing her whole life job was the end of everything. She just wanted to sing. She just wanted to make her mom comfortable. But she lost this golden opportunity and she blamed it all on herself. This is what prompted her to jump off the 7th floor of a building.
なんで入院してたのか。デルタはね、7
Jeez. Honestly, I completely understand it.
階から飛んだね。もうこれも今じゃ笑い話だけども。マジでもう、やってらんねえって思って飛んだことがあって。
But right before she hit the ground, something miraculous happened.
マジね、よく助かったなって思う。でも、木に引っかかったんだよね。マンションのさ、下の方に生えてる木に引っかかって、そのまま勢いで落ちれなかったよね。そう、だからその木がワンクッションになった。
This was the universe telling Delu, your time isn't here yet, you still need to live on. After this whole crazy situation happens, Delu eventually got admitted into a mental hospital.
もうデルタは過去にね、
Well, yeah, 7th floor is not exactly, not exactly a little amount. And yeah, I had heard things were bad with her, but oh my god.
精神病棟に入院したことがあるんだけども、本当にね、この世の終わりみたいなところだからね、二度と行きたくないわ。
Eventually, she returned home, but she was still stuck with the question, what do I do with my life? Things weren't getting any easier as she was getting bedridden for multiple days, and her mental health was getting even worse.
死ねなかったらどうしようみたいな、どうやって生きていけばいいんだろうみたいなって。
But before her mind drifted towards entertaining another suicide attempt, one fan came in absolute clutch via a message that would change her life. He introduced her to a website called Fanbox, where, like Patreon, content creators could create exclusive content behind a paywall. At first, Delu completely doubted this person, because at this point of her life, she thought all people were the enemy. But this message from this fan spoke to her. You can ask for help. I want to help you. There are more than a few people who want to help. Delu decided to trust humans one last time. So on September 29, 2020, she opens her Fanbox. Fanbox was the perfect setup for her. She didn't need to deal with the bullshit on the internet, especially on Twitter, and she could be vulnerable towards the people that actually care about her. And of course, she could finally earn money to fund her singing dreams. It was a low-stake win-win situation for her.
最初はなんかこんな表だった活動はせずに、とりあえずその当時心配してくれた人とか、なんかこう優しい言葉をかけてくれたそのファンボックスの人のためだけになんかこうファン限定配信とかをして、なんかもう細々と生きていこうと思ってたんだよね、その当時は。
This eventually led her to hosting her very first stream on her YouTube channel, where she sang as a PNG tuber, using only a static image to represent herself. From attempting to take her own
I'm so fucking glad this has a happy ending. Holy shit. I really hope she's still going.
life with no desire to ever appear in front of the public eye, to her courageously chasing after her dreams once more, Delutaya credits all this to her fanbox supporters.
だからここまでね、なんか
Yes, that I am able to have the courage to step out into the public like this once again is due to those who supported me all this while. Yeah, with having literally no support IRL and seemingly like the internet's turning against you, your only safe haven, and then you just have a couple people going from literally Hololive to just a couple people that you can rely on. It's holy fuck.
なんだろうな、表の道にこうまた足をこう一歩踏み出す勇気をくれたのはね、そうずっとね支えてくれた方々のおかげなんだよね。そうそう、いや間違いなくね、そうファンの人に救われたね、デルタは。
However, life isn't always smooth sailing. Even with this December 2020 public appearance, Delutaya would spend majority of 2021 going in and out of hospitals. It got so bad to the point she took a long-term hiatus on August 2021 due to her bipolar disorder illness worsening.
ほんと最近だね、言うてこれもう20歳ぐらいの頃に病院に行って。
The kicker is that Japan is notoriously awful at dealing with child abuse. Anything short of the most extreme abuse imaginable is hand-waved and excused. I have heard similar things. I mean, from public displeasure and basically embarrassment, as well as full-on harassment, the safety of those very few that genuinely knew she's a person that deserves help. Yeah, it's so fucking hard to live with the internet turning against you, even without the rest of the context that Delu has.
This is actually something that hits really close to home. My best friend currently struggles with bipolar disorder. I asked him to describe what this disorder entails, and he explains that on some days, you feel like a conqueror that's soaring through the sky, but on other days, you feel like a worthless piece of shit that doesn't amount to anything. This could be seen in Delutaya's mannerisms, as some days she is very optimistic about her singing goals and dreams, but on other days, she loses all self-confidence and loses all hope. This is total normal behavior of someone with bipolar disorder, and it's a real internal battle and cannot be taken lightly. Despite these internal demons, it was evident that Delutaya will never let go of her music dream. In the last quarter of 2021 and beginning of 2022, Delutaya fought on, and things were actually falling in place for her. Her parents finally got divorced, her bipolar disorder got downgraded to a more intermediate level, and on September 20, 2022, Homegirl finally debuted her live 2D model. And with that, she also dropped a cover music video for Watashi Idol Sensen, and not gonna lie, the title description of this video really got to me. It read, "To those who always waited, those who continued to cheer for me despite my rarely being active, those who came to know about me from various places, everyone, thank you." This is a story of a girl chasing after her idol dreams, in the face of public persecution, falling from grace at the top of your industry, and navigating through years of child abuse and mental illness. This is a story of survival. A tragic story, yes, but as of late, it is one of inspiration. So in closing, as the concept of the universe and stars means so much for our Emerald Diamond, it was only fitting to end this video with this iconic Les Brown quote: "Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars."
Oh my god. You guys can't see because I'm a VTuber, but I'm crying right now. Holy fuck, I'm so glad that ended that way. I was so worried about how it was going to play out, what was going to happen to her, what did happen to her. Holy shit. Oh my god, like seriously. Nothing but the best for her. That's what I want. Nothing but the best for her. What I hate but also love that those happy endings exist. It still make me tear up. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, shit. With what she's been through, she deserves all the support she can get. There's a quantum immortality theory that if there, at least you're one, at least one, you're too stubborn to die. Glad this isn't this one. I wouldn't know if this is the best timeline, but I mean, it's a timeline. Oh no, don't know. It's Spotify. Oh my god. Like I expected that to be a heavy video. I did expect tears from that video. I didn't expect happy tears. Happy tears regarding a horrible situation actually getting better for somebody. Been appreciating and also listening to her songs to this day. Nice. One video I watched was about Suisei, made me cry all the way through. I don't want to watch it today, but can you DM it to me so I can put it on the backlog? I'll make viewers cry in the future. I honestly I don't know if I want to go through the Nasagi video today because it is like a half hour. And I was hoping to end stream at most in an hour. Ah, excuse me. What else can I talk about? Oh yeah, I was going to talk about Bao. Thank you, Len. Copy text. Private server, stream content. Paste. At least we live in a timeline where a tree stopped a beautiful person from dying. Fucking, that's so true. That is so true, Shala. Oh, Bao got ripped off. Holy shit, yeah. Like. Oh my god.